probability of the joint occurrence. Remember, the marginal probability concept, we find out the probability value of the single specific event. One event is there. Then we move into the conditional probability concept. Here, conditional probability means this discuss about the two events, but these two events do not occur together, do not occur simultaneously. It means and then in the conditional probability concept, we discuss about the two events. These two events do not occur together. Okay, then in here we find out the probability of the one event. Okay, that event occurring given that another event has already been occurred. It means we take the two events A and B. Then we define that there are two events A and B. Okay, then we need to find out the probability of event A. Okay, then we need to find out the probability of event A occurring. Is clear? Then at that time, event B has already been occurred. Understood? There are two events A and B. We need to find out the probability of the event A occurring. Okay, then at that time, event B has already been occurred. Understood? These two events do not occur together simultaneously. දෙකම එකපාර වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එකක probability එක හොයනකොට තව event එකක් ඒ විදිහම වෙලා ඉවරයි. It's clear? Then we need to find out the probability of A. Okay? Then at that time, event B already has been on. It's clear? Understood? Then this one we write this way using the notation. Probability of this one we say B given A. B given A. Okay? B given A. In here, first we write down the first letter is B now in here. It means second event. Okay. The next we write A. A is the first event. Okay. Then it means that this one is given B given A. Okay. Then how we interpret it? It means probability of the event B occurring given that event A has already been occurred. It's clear? Then we need to find out what is the probability of event B occurring. At that time, event A has already been occurred. It's clear? First we write down the second event. Then we write the first event. B given A. Understood? Okay, then we take this example, previous example, we say we need to find out the probability of event A occurring given that event B has been already occurred. Okay, then how we write here? The first event is event B. Why? At that time event B has already been occurred. It means first event is event B. Then we write in here, event B. Okay, then the second event is event A. Then we say A given B. It's clear? Always first we should write event, second event, then after that we write the first event. It's clear? Then other one is how we find the conditional probability balance. There is a formula. First we write down, there is a fraction. Numerator represent the intersection of the given two events. Here we discuss event A and event B. Then we write here A intersection B. It's clear? Then divided by, here we write probability of the first event. Then here A is the first event. Then we write down probability of A. Clear? Then we take another example. X given Y. Then tell me what is the first event in here? Y. Second event X. Then how we find it? Take the intersection of these two events. Okay. Then divided by probability of the first event. What is the first event? Y. Now clear? Okay, then this is the way we can find the answer for the conditional probability. It's here. So we move to the next one. Then we move into the next concept. This one we called as independence of the two events. Okay? Independence. Then we take the A and B. Then we take the example. There are two events, events A and B. Okay? Then we assume if the A and B events are independent. These two events are independent. It means what? When events A and B have no influence on one another. It means A does not depend on the B does not depend on the A. Understood? Independent is X. No influence one another. එක event එකක් තවත් event එකක් මත depend වෙන්නේ. It's clear? Okay, then the independence of two events means these two events no influence one another. They haven't influence on one another. It's clear? Then the given two events are independent. Okay, then we assume the question is given the A and B are independent. At that time, we can find out the intersection. Then we take the example A and B. No? Okay, then if the A and B are independent, then how we find in the intersection? Probability of A into probability of B. We can directly find out what is the probability value, intersection value. Understood? It means then we assume X and Y are independent. Okay? Then it means if X and Y are independent, then X intersection Y is equal to the probability of X into probability of Y. Understood? Then if the two events are not independent, how we find the intersection? Last week we studied how? Using the additional law of probability. There is a formula A union equal A plus B minus intersection. It's the way we can find the intersection value. Understood? Then this one we can apply to this. If the two events are independent, then we can apply this theorem. It's clear? Given two events are independent, then the intersection of the given two events equal to the multiplication of the probability of two events. It's clear? Okay. Then other one is, then you studied on the previous slide we discussed conditional probability concept. Okay. Then here, then we take this one. How is so that A given B. Okay, then what is the first event here? B. Second event is A. Okay. Then how we find in the answer in here? A intersection B divided by probability of the first event. This is the normal formula we can use to find in the conditional probability concept. Okay. Then here we assume A and B are independent. We assume A and B are independent. Then what happens? A and B are independent. How we find in the intersection? Probability of A into probability of B. Right? Then instead of this one, we can write probability of A into probability of B. Okay? Then divided by probability of B. Now what happens? We can cancel. There's a multiplication. Okay? Then what is the answer? Probability of A. Okay? In this scenario, A is the first event or the second event? Second event. It means if the two events are independent, under the conditional probability concept, it is equal to the probability of the second event. Understood? The two events are not independent. You use this formula to find in the answer. Okay? Then A and B, the given two events are independent. Okay? Then in the conditional probability concept, that value is equal to the probability of the second event. Understood? Then here, then we take X given Y, and we assume these two events are independent. Then what is the answer? Probability of X. Y, second event is X, then it should be equal to the probability of X. Understood? Then first we write down the first event, second event. After that we write down the first event. Okay, then if the two events are independent, it is equal to the probability of the second event. Understood? It's there? Sure? You are okay? Then try in here question number 3. Question number 3. Okay, shall we discuss? Question number 3. Assume that for two events A and B, probability of A equals 0.65, probability of B equals 0.8, A given B is equal to A, probability of B equals 0.85. Okay, is this is a correct assignment of the probability? Next, any calculation part, you need to justify these values are okay or not. It's there. Then here says question number 3. First information is probability of A equal 0.65. 0.65. Okay. The next point is probability of B equal 8, no? 0.80. Then says A given B. First A given B is equal to the probability of A. Probability of A. Then other point says B given A is equal to the 0.85. These informations are given in here. Okay, then you need to justify this assignment value. Value assignment is okay or not. These two is okay now. Then we cannot change these two values. Okay. Then we move into the third point. Here says A given B is equal to the probability of A. Okay. Then it means what? A and B are independent. Why? Here A is the second event now. Okay. Then the third point, it says A given B is equal to the probability of A. It means we can assume, therefore, we assume A and B are independent. A and B are independent. It's clear? Then these are the same scenario. Then A and B are independent. The fourth point says B given A. Okay. Then under the third point, we assume these two events are independent. Then what is the answer in here? B given A should be equal to the probability of B. Right? Now second event is B. Then what is the answer for the probability of B? 0.80. The B given A, question is given the value be 0.85. These two values are equal. It means what? This is not correct assignment. Right? Then the 1 point they assume A and B are independent. The next point, they assume A and B are dependent. Here, then this is not the correct assignment. The way we can justify the answer. Okay? Okay, understood? Then we move into the next part. Shall I move it? Then we move to the next concept we call as total probability law. The last two theories, total probability law and the Bayes theory. Okay. Then here, and then first concept, total probability law. Okay. Okay. Then this concept, total probability law and the Bayes theorem, normally we can discuss with once. Okay. Then first we take the example for them. It's easy to understand. Okay. Then here, then we take example. There's a factory. Okay. Then this factory produce the particular product using the three machines. We assume there's a factory. That factory uses the three machines to their production. Okay. Then there are three machines we call as machine A, machine B, and machine C. Okay. Then we using these three machines, they do their all total production. Okay. Then we assume 30% of the total production is produced by machine A. Okay. Then 20% of the total production is produced by machine B. Okay. Then remaining part is what? 50%. Then 50% of the total production is produced by machine C. It's here. There's a factory. This factory uses 3 machines to their production. Machine A. Then the 30% of the total production is produced by machine A. Then 20% of the total production is produced by machine B. 50% of the total production is produced by machine C. It's here. Even using these 3 machines, they produce this. Okay. Then normally in the production process, then after they do their production, the final stage, normally they check the quality. They identify there is some defective items or all are good. They check. Okay. Then this is the production process. Then finally they check the defective rate. Defective rate. Okay. Then take the production lot. Okay, is produced by machine A. Then they can identify 2% of that total product are defective. Okay, then it means 30% of the total production is produced by machine A. Okay, then using that production lot, then they can identify 2% of that products are defective. Defective means not good. There are some mistakes here. It's here. Then this one. Then take this lot. Then they identify 1% is the defective. It's clear. Then move in the machine C. Then they can identify 5% is the defective rate in here. They identify defective rate under each machine. Machine A, machine B, machine C. There are 3 defective rates. Now here. Then company needs to want what is the defective rate of the total. It means they need to find out what is the probability of the item is a defective one. Means overall they need to identify what is the normal defective rate in this factory. Understood? Then this defective rate is common to all these 3 methods. It's common or not? Understood? The production is any product is produced using any machine, then finally we can check the defective rate. Understood? Then it means defective rate is common to these 3 events. It's here. Then other one is then here 30, 20, 50 all together it represents the 100%. Okay, then it means these 3 events are what? How we say? How we say? It means these 3 events cover all the total production in this factory. No? And then how we call it? These 3 events are we discuss. It has been collectively exhausted. Right? The union of the given events is equal to the sample space. Here then it means union equal to 1. It represents the whole sample space. So it means these events are collectively exhausted. Understood? Then other one is there is no any intersection. Right? One product is produced by machine A. Okay, then that product cannot produce by machine B. No. Only one product is produced by one machine. It means these 3 events are mutually exclusive. Understood? Okay, then when we use the total probability law concept, first step we need to check whether given these three or two events are collectively exhaustive and mutually exclusive. These two conditions are okay, then we can apply the total probability. Understood? Then normally if there is a percentage value, now then we need to check add these three together, then it is equal to the 100%. It's okay, 100% means probability value is 1. Okay, then we can check there is no any intersection. Why one product is produced by one machine. One product is not used two machines to their production. They only use one machine to produce one product. It's clear? Okay, then it means this given three events collectively exhaustive and mutually exclusive. It's clear? Then, do you know about the three diagrams? Three diagrams. Look, Satan. No. In this scenario, we can draw the tree diagram. That's the easy way. Then first step is do their production. How they do their production using three machines. The first step is three machines. Okay, then first three events. Now remember. Then A, machine B, machine C. After that, they check their defective rate. It means here some items are defective, some are non-defective. Okay? Then here again defective, again non-defective. Defective, non-defective. Okay? Then we write down the values. Then first one means probability of A. Means what is the probability that particular product is produced by machine A? What is the chance? What is the probability value? 30%. Then probability of A is equal to 30%, 0.3. Okay, then B 0.2. Then C 0.5. It's here. Then we move into the defective rates. 2%, 1%, 5%. Here we can write 2%. Then how we write? Using the notation, how we write? Two percent means what? We select the item that is a defective one. It is produced by machine A. There are two events, but these two events do not occur together. First we identify the defective one, then after that we found that particular defective product is produced by machine A. It's clear? Then it means B. Yeah. It's clear. First step is do their production. After that, we identify the defective one or not. Then what is the answer in here? 2%. It's clear. Okay, then what is the probability value in here? Non-defective rate 0.98. 2% are defective. 98% are non-defective. It's clear. Then here we write D given B is equal to 0.01. Here 99%. Here D given C equals 0.05. Understood? Then looking at this tree diagram, then the defective rate is common to the all three events. Okay? then we need to find out the probability of the item is a defective one. It means then after the quality checking, that's a production run. Then we select the randomly we select the item. That item is a defective one. Then we need to find out what is the probability. Okay? Then it means we need to find out the probability of the defective. Clear? Okay? Then the defective is the common to all these three. Then how we find it? Then normally how we get the value? How we get the value of tree diagram? Then the first branch produced by machine A and defective one. Okay, then second one is produced by machine B and defective one. Then machine C and defective one. Then how we get the values? Then how we get? Multiplication 0.3 into 0.02. Here 0.2 into 0.01. Here 0.5 into 0.0. Understood then? After that we can add them together. Why all are in the defective? Okay, then it means then probability of D equal 0.3 into 0.02 plus 0.2 into 0.01. Then plus 0.5 into 0.05. It's here. Then you simplify it. 0.006, 0.002 plus 0.025. Means 0.033. It's the overall defective rate. Clear? Then this theorem we call as total probability loop. The next theorem is Bayes' theorem. Then here, in the total probability law, we can find out the probability of the common event. Okay, common event. The Bayes theorem says, the Bayes theorem is the example, the practical, then how we say. This is a practical application of the conditional probability concept. Bayes theorem is same as in the conditional probability concept. Okay, then it means when we take this example, okay, then using the same example, then the final stage, then we select the defective item, and then we select the defective item. Then we need to find it that particular defective item is produced by which machine. And then after that, we found that particular defective item is produced by machine A. So here, then we select the defective item. Then after that, we found that particular defective item is produced by machine A. Then now, what is the first event? What is the first event? What's the first step? Take the defective item. And then after that, we find out it is produced by machine A. It means we select the defective item, it is produced by machine A. Here, there is a revised probability. Revise. Opposite probability calculation. Right? We select the defective items. After that, we found that particular defective item is produced by machine A. Reverse calculation. Okay? Then it means here, first event is the item is a defective one. First event. Okay, then after that we found this defective item is produced by machine A. Here, first we select the defective item. After that we found that particular defective item is produced by machine A. Understood? Okay, then how we finding the answer? You know. In the conditional probability, how we get the answer? We do not know these are the independent or dependent. Therefore, we use the formula. Numerator means intersection of these given two events. Okay. Then divided by probability of first event. What is the first event? D. It's here. Then we know the probability of D value. What is the answer? Here. 0.033. By probability of D means common denominator. Then it is we found using the total probability law. Already we know the value. 0.033. It's here. Then here, take that defective item. That item is produced by machine A. Then it means this branch. It's here. Then what is the intersection? 0.3 into 0.02. Then we write 0.2 into 0.0. Sorry, here 3. It's here. Then we solve it. Then we can find the answer. 0.006 divided by 0.033. That means probability is 6/33. That is the Bayes theorem. We do the reverse calculation. We take the revised probability value. Understood? Then the first event we take in as the common event. After that, go to the first thing. Yeah, then basically, then first we do the production. After that, we check their defective rate. But in the Bayes theorem, we check reverse. First we take the defective one. After that, we search in it which machine used to do their production. It's clear? Okay. Then moving to the questions. Then try question number 8. First read it and draw the tree diagram first. This is not the decision tree using human tree diagram in the probability list. Don't draw the square and the circle, those things. Only branches are there. Then here, two groups of candidates are competing for the position on the board of directors of a company. The probability that the first and second sets will win are 0.6 and 0.4. Okay, then two groups are there. Okay, then the first group will win. The probability is 0.6. Means 60% chance is there. First group will win. Okay, then the rest 40% means what? The 40% chance is there. Second group will win. Why first group will win? There's a chance is 60%. Okay, then chance of the loss in first group 40%. Then the first group will lose means second group will win. It is a 40%. If the first group wins, the probability of introducing a new product is 0.8. If the first group will win, okay, then there is an 80% chance to introduce a new product. And the corresponding probability if the second group win is 0.3. It means there is a 30% chance. Okay, then if the second group will win, after that there is a 30% chance they introduce a new product. So groups එකක් ඉන්නවා ඒ groups එක compete කරනවා direct board එකට එන්න. එතකොට දැන් groups එකක් තියෙනවා. First group එක win කරන්න තියෙන chance එක 60%. එතකොට 40% chance එකක් තියෙනවා යාළුවෝ loss වෙන්න. එහෙම වුණොත් first group එක ඒකෙන් win කරේ නැහැ කියන්නේ second group එක win කරනවා කියන එක. ඒතර second group එක win කරන්න තියෙන chance එක 40%. මේ groups දෙකේම target එක තමයි අලුතින් product එකක් introduce කරන්නේ. ඒක common event එක දෙන්නට. අවුරුදු දෙකක් එයාලගේ target එක අලුතින් product එකක් introduce කරන එක. හැබැයි ඒකේ probability එක වෙනස්. හරිද? එතකොට අපිට කියනවා first group එක win කරති 80%ක chance එකක් තියෙනවා අලුත් product එකක් introduce කරන්න. හරිද? 30% chance එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ second group එක win කරලා අලුතින් product එකක් introduce කරන්න. ඒක තමයි scenario. Understood? Then question asks what is the probability that the new product will be introduced? Introducing new product is common to the both two groups. Why? Their final goal is introduce a new product. ඒ දෙගොල්ලන්ට මේක common නේද? කවුරු දෙන්නත් අන්තිමට අලුත් product එකක් introduce කරනවා chance එක තමයි වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. It's clear? Then question asks to find out the probability of the common event. Why? In this question, common event is introducing a new product. Then මේකේ මොන හරි common event එකක් ගැන මේ කතා කරන අලුතෙන් product එකක් introduce කරන එක වෙන්නේ මොන group එක win කරලා. අපේ question එකෙන් අහන්නේ අලුතෙන් product එකක් introduce වෙන්න තියෙන chance එක කොච්චරද? ඒක group A win කරා group B win කරා issue එකක් නෑ. It's here. Then using this information we draw the tree diagram first. Okay, then first two branch. We say group A will win. We take the second group is B. Okay, then chance is 0.6, 0.4. We assume A is the first group, B is the second group. Okay, then if the A group will win, they try to introduce new product. Okay, then what is the chance? 80%. Then it means 80%. It's here. Then if the group B, it means second group will win, there is a chance introducing a new product, 30%. It's here. Then the question asks, what is the probability that introducing a new product? Then introducing the new product is common to these two. Why? There are two chances now. If the group A will win, then they want to introduce a new product. If the group B will win, they want to introduce a new product. It is common to the both. It's here. Then we need to find out the probability of A introducing the new product. It's there. Then how we find it? 0.6 into 0.8 plus 0.4 into 0.3. Then answer is 0.6. It means there is a 60% chance introducing the new products. It's clear? Then first you read the question and identify what are the information is given. Okay, then read it. What is the question asked? It is a total probability law or the Bayes theorem. And then here asking the introducing the new product. Now it is common to the both events. There are two events. It is common to the both events. It means we need to find out the probability of the common. It's clear? Okay, then the question asks to find out the revised probability. It means Bayes theorem. Clear? Then this section is okay. Understood? Okay, then shall we move into the next question? Then you will try question number 10. The final exam paper, question number 3 is from the probability lesson. It means normally in the one question consists 3 parts. Okay, then question number 3 is from the probability lesson. It means first part asking the theory. Okay, then you need to explain using the example or something. Then we take the example, then you need to question ask, explain the collectively exhaustive events and the mutually exclusive events using the examples. Then you need to test it. You need to write down the what is the mutually exclusive this way. The second part, normally I will check what are the basic concepts in the probability. It means up to the independence of the two events. Total probability, sorry, not the total. Additional law of probability, okay, then the marginal probability concept, joint probability, conditional probability. One thing is there, okay. Then the third part, we will normally I will give the questions regarding the total probability law and the Bayes. And then remember those things. Shall we discuss? You finished? Yes. Then here there are three medical coverages: deluxe, standard, and economic. Yes. Then the other information is given. What is the probability of that particular employee will submit no claim? Okay. Then what is the first one? 10% chances there are deluxe medical coverage employees will submit no claims. Then 40% standard medical coverage, 70% economic medical coverage. Okay. Then here they tell me there is a common event. Here what is the common event? Employee will submit no claim. It is common to the all three medical coverages. Okay. Then first step we need to draw the tree diagram. There are three medical coverages: deluxe, standard, and economic. Okay, then what's the probability value? First one is 0.6, 0.3. Then one. Then submit no claim. First one is 10% chance. And then these are the information given. The first one asks what? What is the probability that the selected employee has standard medical coverage and submit no claim during the next year? Standard medical coverage and submit no claim. It means this branch. Then the employee has the standard medical coverage and the employee will submit no claim in the next period. What is the answer? 0.6 into 0.4. Answer is 0.24. It's here. Understood? Okay. The next one. What is the probability that the selected employee will submit no claim during the next year? Question is asked, what is the probability of that the selected employee will submit no claims? It means how many chances are there? There are 3. Okay. Then how do we take the value? Then we can write down probability of submit no claim. Then you can take the answer. First one is 0.3 into 1, 0.1 plus 0.6 into 0.4, then plus 0.1 into 0.7. What is the answer? 0.3. Then the third one, ask what? What is the part 6? If the selected employee submit no claims during the next year, what is the probability that the employee has standard medical coverage? Okay. The selected employee submit no claim. We know which ones. Okay, they no claim. Then after that, they identify that particular employee has the standard medical coverage. First we identify the no claim. Then after that, they identify standard medical coverage. Okay, then it means revised probability. Then which theory we can apply? Bayes theory. Understood? The normal procedure is first identify what is their medical coverage, then after that we will find out submit no claim or not. It's clear. Okay, then here the part C asks revised probability. Then we can use the here standard medical coverage. Understood? Okay. Then here probability of S intersection NC divided by NC. NC we know. What is the answer? 0.34. It is given. Then what is the numerator value? X intersection NC. It means this part. 0.6 into 0.4. It means 0.24. You solve it. No? Then write down the answer. 0.24 divided by 0.3. It's there. Then most of the students make a mistake in this question number 3. Okay? Then therefore you will practice. Okay, then all the questions in the worksheet. Okay, and remember all the theories. Okay, ගොඩාක් අයම probability lesson එකේ තියෙන question number 3 වලට තමයි marks අඩු වෙන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් යාළුවා ඒක select කරගන්න. එතන ඒකේ අමාරු දෙයක් නෑ. ඔයාලා ඒ theories හරියට මතක තියාගත්තොත් නෝයි. Okay. සමහර වෙලාවට highest mark ගන්න student පවා marks අඩු කරගන්නේ මේ question. Conditional probability එවල theory එක මොකක්ද කියන එක හරියටම identify කරගන්න. එතකොට issue එක you should practice, okay? Equations in the worksheet. Before the exam, you can practice all the questions in the worksheet. There is no issue. Definitely, you can get the AO rating. Good me slides for you to put it in and if questions a worksheet in the practice, you can get AO ratings. Okay. Now clear, total probability of Bayes winner. Now clear. Okay, then there is some questions. Then you will practice other questions. Okay, then within 1 week, I will upload the answer to this worksheet. Okay. Then these two are okay, no? Then now you have the idea about how to solve the total probability law and the Bayes theorems. Okay. Then you will do the rest of the questions. Then within 1 week, I will upload the answers and the assignment number 1. This one, if I will upload the assignment number 1. Okay? It may be the midweek of the February. Question is to please. 10 weeks in the website, assignments upload time in exam. Normally, we will do the 3 assignments one by one upload karana. Where time before the exam, you need to fully complete the CA component. Then if you do not complete the CA marks, you are not eligible for the final exam. Complete benefit. I will give you 3 components and you should complete all the 3 components. If you remember complete it, and you want to get greater than 40% of the total CA. Okay. Then CA assignments upload කරනවා ඒවා හරියට ඒ ටයිම් එකට කරලා සබ්මිට් කරන්න. CA complete නැත්නම් එක component එකක් හරි eligible වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ final exam. නේද? ඒක ඒ දෙන ටයිම් පීරියඩ් එකට ඒවා සබ්මිට් කරන්න. Okay. Then you can take a break. After the break, we will start normal distribution. Okay, then I will upload the exact table to the LMS. Okay, then before starting the session, you will download it. And exact table එක upload කරලා තියෙන LMS එකට ඒක ඕනි වෙනවා. ඒක හැමෝම download කරගන්න.
Price. Yes. Again, the way to say 12 topics on the now, which you want to understand in the very party, now India based in Vival. Late, now in Amadi, Alveri, American things. Yo. Football Yeah. After something we will discuss to divide the topics. Otherwise, we can discuss tomorrow. You want passing for the things and results. Tomorrow they will come. Tomorrow onwards we will discuss and divide the topics. Principle she don't have yeah, hours on. Yeah. I said, what a slide and said, and what a how are you over the time? Even in the next brain, what is sorry. School like yeah, we need to present also. Yes. Yeah. Tomorrow we will do this. Now we discussion. When I go. Así, presentation discusión por sería por fotografía.
Okay. Then we go with the normal distribution. Okay. Then you study the probability. What is the probability? What are the basic concepts? Okay. Then the normal distribution is a probability distribution. Yes. Then here it means we identify the random experiment. Okay. Then we assign the value to the particular random experiment. Assume. Then we take random experiment of the 2 coins. It is a random experiment. Then the random variable we identify getting a head. Random experiment එක coins එකක් අපි උඩ දාන එක ඒකෙන් head pattern එක තමයි අපේ random variable. Then after that we assign the numerical value to the random variable. Then we identify how many heads we can get. Then talking a 2 coin, it means one time we can get the 2 heads or 2 tails or 1 head and 1 tail. Clear? Okay, then it means this way. Tossing a 2 coins, then one time we can get 2 heads, 2 tails, head tail or tails head. These are the possible outcomes. Okay, then our random variable is the getting a head. Then first one, how many heads? 2. Second one, there is no any heads. Third one, 1. This one is 1. There. Then what are the values we can assign to this random variable? What are the values? 0, 1 and 2. Understood? Then x is the random variable, then we can assign 0, 1, 2. It's clear? Then we can identify what is the probability. 0. Then there are 4 chances. Okay, then the head number of heads equal to 0, only 1 chance. It means 1 over 4. Probability. Getting a 1 head, there are 2 chances. Then 2 over 4. Getting 2 heads, only 1 chance. 1. Then 1 over 4. Okay, then first we assign the numerical value to the random variable. Then after that we find out the probability. Okay, then of each random variable value. Okay, then we can construct the table. This table consists numerical value of the random variable and the probability, corresponding probability. This we call as the probability distribution. It's clear? මේකට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ probability distribution එකක් අපි. එතනදී අපි කරන්නේ මොනවා හරි random experiment එක random variable එකක් identify කරගෙන එයාට values එකක් වෙනවා. In the statistics subject always we use the numerical data. Numerical data. Therefore we assign the numerical value to the random variable. Then after that we find out what is the probability to the corresponding numerical value. It's clear? Then this we call as probability distribution. Understood? Okay. Then there are two random variables. Okay, then all are in the quantitative variables. Then what are the two types of quantitative variables? Second chapter we study what are the two types of quantitative variables. Chapter number 2 we study what are the main two types of quantitative variables. What are they? Discrete and the continuous. Okay, then these are the two types of quantitative variables. Okay. Then this example is the discrete or continuous. This example, discrete or continuous. The random variable is number of x now. It is a discrete or continuous. Number of x තමයි මේකේ variable එක. ඒ variable එක discrete variable එකකට continuous එක. These are the basic things, okay? Discrete means what? Always we can get the clearly separated value. Continuous means what? There is a infinite number of gradations between two measures. Then here it's a discrete or continuous. Number of heads always we can get the clearly separated values. Sometimes it's a zero, no heads. Or we can say one head is there or two heads. We can get the clearly separated value. This example for the discrete random variable. It's clear? Then weight is a continuous or discrete. Weight. Continuous, right? And always we cannot get the clearly separated value. Sometimes we can get 40 kilograms, 45, 60, 65. Sometimes we can get, but most of the time we can get the decimal value 40.5, 40.85, 50.25. This way we can get. Okay? Then the variables. Quantitative variables we divided by discrete and the continuous. Okay, then this is the example for the discrete random variable. It's clear? Then if the random variable is a discrete one, okay, then it follows binomial and Poisson distribution. Here, if the random variable is a discrete one, it can be followed binomial or Poisson distribution. Okay? Then if the random variable is a continuous one, it means mass, height, weight, these kind of variables, these are the continuous variables. These variables followed normal distribution. It follows normal distribution. It's clear? Okay, then this lesson we will study normal distribution. Okay? There are different types of probability distribution. But practically, most of the time, we need to use normal distribution. In the statistical analysis, then when we need to do the depth analysis, we mainly focus on the normal distribution. Therefore, we study only normal distribution. There, practically, most of the time we use the normal distribution. It's here. Okay, then it means normal distribution is used for the what? What kind of variable? Continuous random variable. It's here. Continuous random variable is followed by normal distribution. It's here. Understood? And here says random variable we divided by two categories, discrete and the continuous. Okay. We move into the normal distribution. Okay. Then here normal distribution. Okay, then first point, it is a continuous probability distribution. Right? Normal distribution is used to the continuous random variable. Understood? Continuous random variable is followed by the normal distribution. It's here. Okay, then most of the time we use in the practical scenario, we use the normal distribution. Okay, then in here, then first one is it is use the continuous random variable. Then second one, then this normal distribution has two parameters. The normal distribution eකට parameters දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Parameter means characteristic. Okay, then first lesson we studied parameter and the statistic. Remember? And then parameter means what? Characteristic of population. Okay, then characteristic of population we called as parameter. It's here. In the normal distribution, it consists two parameters. They are population mean and the population variance. It's here. Then what are the two parameters in the normal distribution? Population mean, it is mu. Okay, then this is the population mean. This is the population variance, sigma square. It's here. These are the two parameters in the normal distribution. Understood? Okay, then when we do the calculation part, we need these two values to do the calculation. See, අපේ calculation part එකේදී අපිට මෙන්න මේ දෙන්න අනිවාර්යෙන් ඕනි ගානේ ඉතුරු ටික හදාගන්න. See, then other point is this normal distribution is a continuous probability distribution. Continuous. Always we cannot get the clearly separated value. There is an infinite number of variation between two measures. Therefore, the curve of the normal distribution is shaped. Understood? It means we can get any number in between the two measurements. Then we take 40 and 41. We can get any number in between 40 and 41. Understood? Then therefore we cannot draw it this way. Fine. Here all the time we cannot get the clearly separated values. Understood? Okay. Okay, then this curve we called as density curve or normal curve. This curve we called as density curve or normal curve. Normal distribution curve, other way we call as density curve. It's clear? Then we move into what are the different characteristics of the normal distribution. Characteristic. Another negative characteristic. First one is, these things can be asked in your final exam paper. Therefore, you memorize. What are the characteristics of the normal distribution? What are the parameters? Those things. Okay. Then first characteristic is shape of this. And then the first characteristic is it is a bell-shaped curve. Looking at this curve, it is like a bell. The first characteristic we can say it has the bell-shaped curve. Okay, then all these things in your slides. Okay, slide the first one is it is a bell-shaped curve. Okay, then other one is in this normal curve or density curve has single peak. Okay, then it means peak. This is the peak. Only one peak is there. Understood? Make it in a peak. It's clear? Then this peak is representing central tendency measures. What are the central tendency measures? Mean, median, mode. Okay, then this single point represents the mean, median, mode. Understood? This normal curve has single peak. This point, middle point represents the mean, median, mode. It means these three measurements are equally big. Then we assume mean value is 10, the median value is 10, mode value is 10. Understood? මේ normal distribution curve එකේ මේ mean, median, mode කියන තුන් දෙනාම සමතුලිතයි. The mean. Understood? Then we take the data set. Okay, then the given data set when all these three values are equal, it means this data set followed by the normal distribution. Understood? Mean, median and mode are equal in the normal distribution. It's clear? Then other point is, this is the center point. This is the center point. Okay, then the other one is this line we called as x line, x-axis. Okay, why the random variable normally be denoted by x, simple x. Random variable එක අපි x කියලා තමයි denote කරන්නේ. Therefore, this line is the x-axis. Okay, then this is the normal curve. This is the normal curve. This normal curve does not touch the x-axis. Okay, then we normal curve එක x-axis එක touch කරන්න බෑ. This one is wrong. Understood? Normal curve does not touch the x-axis. Okay, then we use the word to call it. We normally call it normal curve is asymptotic. Asymptotic means the normal curve does not touch the x-axis. Asymptotic කියලා තමයි අපි කියන්නේ ඒ දෙන කවදාවත් එකතු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Does not touch. Okay? It means this normal curve goes minus infinity to plus infinity. The normal curve එක ඍණානන්තයේ ඉඳලා ධනානන්තයේ දක්වා distribute වෙන හින්දා තමයි මේ curve එක touch වෙන්නේ. Understood? Then here x curve does not, then the normal curve does not touch the x-axis now. It means there is no any end point. End point එකක් නැහැ නේද? කොහෙන්ද පටන් ගත්තේ කොහෙන්ද ඉවරුනේ කියන තැනක් නැහැ. ඒ දෙන එකතු වෙන්නේ නැති නේද? Understood? Then it means this curve goes minus infinity to plus infinity. It's clear? Understood? Clear or not? Okay. Then other point, then these are the characteristics. Okay. This is the normal curve. Okay. Then this is the probability distribution. Area under this curve. Area under this curve is this one. This is the area under this curve. It represents the total probability. It represents what? Total probability. Then what is the total probability value? 1. Then it means area under this curve equal to the 1. Say the probability of omega කරාම එකනේ එන්න පුළුවන් උත්තරින් එන්නේ යාව තමයි පැදින්නේ. It's here. Then other point is this curve is a symmetric one. Symmetric. Okay, then it means this is the center point. Using this center point, we can divide this curve into two equal parts. මේ මැදින් අපිට මේ curve එක හරියටම සමාන කොටස් දෙකකට බෙදන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, then the total area is equal to 1. Then one part is 0.5. This is 0.5. This is 0.5. It's clear? Okay, then area under the curve represents the probability. Okay, then total area under this curve equal to 1. It is a symmetric one, therefore one part is 0.5. It's a probability value. It's here. Sure. Okay, then these are the different characteristics of the normal distribution curve. You can say it is a bell-shaped curve. It is a symmetric. Okay, then it has one single peak. Okay, then the central point represents the mean, median, and mode. Okay, then other characteristic is mean, median, mode. All three measurements are equal in the normal distribution. Okay, then area under the curve represents the total probability. It is equal to 1. Okay, then other one is it is anti-equality. Means normal curve does not touch the x-axis. Then you can write any characteristic of the normal distribution. It's there, remember? Now, okay, then all are in the sides. Okay, side එක refer කරන්න මේ ඔක්කොම points there. Okay, now sure. මේ characteristic value calculations වලට යන්න බෑ. Now clear, then area under the curve represent probability. Okay, it is a symmetric one, therefore one part is 0.5. It's here. Then we move into the calculation part. Here, then we assume that this is the normal distribution curve. Normally we take the continuous random variable. Then we take the example weight. Weight is the continuous random variable. Then we take the random variable. X is the weight. X is the weight. Okay, then weight is the continuous random variable. It is followed by the normal distribution. Okay, in these questions, normally first step we need to define what is the random variable in here. Okay, then the x means random variable. Then first we define x is the weight. Understood? Next step we write down this random variable is followed by which distribution. Then here it is followed by the normal distribution. Then we write x. Here we write distributed. Okay, distributed we write distributed normally. Normal distribution we follow කරන්නේ. Then we write it here capital A. A distributed normal. Is here x කියන random variable එක normal distribution එකක් තමයි follow කරන්නේ. Understood? In previously I said that there are two parameters. These two parameters are very important in the normal distribution. Okay, then after that, within bracket, we need to mention these two parameter values. It's here. Then firstly we write down population mean. Secondly we write population variance. Understood? There is order. First we write down the mean, population mean. Secondly we write the population variance. It's here. Understood? Okay, then X distributed normally within bracket mention what are the parameters. Then we assume the values. Then X distributed normally. We assume mu value is 50. Variance is 10. Not the 10. Variance is 60. We assume this weight is a continuous random variable. It is followed by number. Okay, then the mean value is 50. Variance is 60. And then tell me this distribution, what is the more than the median value? What is more than the median in this given distribution? 50. Why? Mean, median, mode, all three are equal. And this is a characteristic in here. Middle point represent all three central tendency measurement. It means all three are equal. It's here. Then, using this information, we assume we need to find out the weight is greater than to the 55. Using the probability distribution, we need to find out the probability value. This scenario discusses about the weight. Random variable is weight. Then we need to find out the selected person. Okay, then we saw her weight is greater than to the 55. අපිට ඕනේ පුද්ගලයා ගත්තම මේ පුද්ගලයාගේ weight එක 55ට වැඩි වෙන්න තියෙන හැකියාව කොච්චරද කියලා බලන්න. Understood? Then how we write? P means probability of X is the weight is greater than to the 55. It's clear? Understood? Then we draw the normal curve. Okay, then this axis X, it means weight. Understood? Then the middle point is represent what? Mean value. What is the mean value? What is the mean value in here? 50. Then we write 50. These are the information in the given the question. Okay. Then, what is the ask? What is the thing we need to find? X value is greater than to the 55. Then we find out where is the 55. Then here is the 50. Then which side is it? This side. Why 55 is greater than to the 50? No, this is the number line. Understood? Then here we can write down here 55. Okay? Then we mark it. This line is the 55. Okay? And this point, this line we call as reflection point. Okay? That point we call as reflection. I am only panaswada right කොටස ගන්න. එයාගේ margin එකේ point එක. ඒ point එකට අපි කියන්නේ reflection point. Okay? Then here, then this one is greater than 50. Sorry, greater than 55. Then which area? Greater than to the 55 is which area? This side. Then we cut. Greater than 55. Understood? By probability represent the area under this curve. Monkey curve එකකින් කලින් තියෙන area එකනේ probability එක පෙන්නන්නේ. Then අපි ඒ colors කරලා පෙන්නනවා area. Okay, then this area represent the weight is greater than to the 55. It's here. Then this is in the normal distribution curve. Okay, but we cannot find the probability value using these X values. Okay, then using the normal distribution curve. This normal distribution curve we converted into the Z curve. මේ curve එක අපි Z curve එකකට convert කරගන්නවා. Okay, then it means standard normal distribution. This curve we called as normal distribution. Understood? This is the normal distribution. This one is we converted into the Z curve or standard normal distribution. It means the given normal distribution curve is standardized. Appear the standardized curve. Understood? Then we convert all the x value to the Z value. Understood? Then this line shows the standard normal distribution. It's clear? In the standard normal distribution curve, the mean value is equal to the 0. Every time the mean value of the standard normal distribution curve is equal to the 0. හැම වෙලාවෙම මේ Z curve එකේ mean value එක 0. ඒක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Understood? Then the normal distribution curve mean value is what? 50. But in Z curve mean value is 0. Understood? Then here normal distribution curve variance is what? Here 16. But Z curve or standard normal distribution curve variance equal to 1. It's clear? This is follow the X. No, normal distribution curve, there is two separate values, 50, variance 60. But in the Z curve, mean value is C. Understood? Okay. Then this one is 0. There is another value, 55. Then we need to convert this 55 to the Z. Yeah, then final convert current there 50 is the mean value, then we can write 0. But 55 is the X value. That value we need to convert it into the Z value. It's clear? There is a formula we can use to do. This is the Z score. I think all of you know about the Z score. After the A-level, no, like nothing. Then this is the way we can calculate the Z score. In the annual exam also, this is the way they find out the Z score. X minus mean value divided by standard deviation. Okay. X is the random variable value. Mu is population mean divided by standard deviation, not the variance. Remember those things. Okay. Okay. Then, what is the X value in here? What is the X value? X value convert 55. Then we write here 55 minus what is the mu value? In the question, what is the mu value? 50. What is the standard deviation? 16 is the variance, sigma squared. What is the sigma value? 4. Why? Standard deviation is the positive square root of the variance. Variance is 16, so then the positive square root is 4. Then we write here 4. Then what is the Z score? 1.25. This is the Z value, 1.25. Okay, then we write in here. This Z value is 1.25. Right hand side of the 0, this is the 0, right hand side, all are the positive values. Left hand side represent the negative values. This is also the number line. සංඛ්‍යා රේඛාව කියන එක දන්නවනේ බිංදුවෙන් දකුණු අත පැත්ත තියෙන ධනාංගය වම් අත පැත්ත තියෙන ඍණාංගය. Okay? Then we can find out the probability value. Then you go to the Z table. Is it table? Did you download it? Then here, looking at this is a table. Okay. Looking at this board now. Okay. Then inside this table, there is values now. These values are the probability values. ඔය table එකේ ඇතුලේ පෙන්නනවා නේද ඉලක්කම් වගේ. ඒව තමයි probability values. Okay? Then this side and this side. Okay. This first column make a first column represent the first digit and the first decimal place in the Z value. Okay, then what is the our Z value? 1.25. අපිට ආවේ 1.25නේ. Then what is the first digit and first decimal value? 1.2. This is the first digit and the first decimal. Then we move into the first column, find out where is it. Where is it here? 1 point. It's here. Then there is another digit. Sorry, not second decimal place. What is the value? What is second decimal place? 5. Then we find out 0.05. It's the 0.05. Second decimal place is 5. Then we move in down. Then this one and this one. What is the probability value? 0.3944. It's here. This value represent the Z value is 1.25. Okay, then the probability represent the area, not the specific point. Making a point area. It means this table always gives 0 to 1.25 area is this up. බිඳුවේ ඉඳලා අපි හොයපු Z අගය වෙනකම් තියෙන area එක තමයි this 3.394. Understood? 0.3944 is the area from 0 to 1.2. It's here. Then we move into then it means we take this one. It means this area 0 to 1.25. It's here. This area is equal to 0.3944. It's here. අපිට ඕනේ එක calculator එකකින් අපිට දෙන්නේ නැහැ. එයාලා දෙන්නේ standard probability එක. අපි තමයි ඒක adjust කරගන්න ඕනේ. It's here. Then we find out where is the Z value 1.25. It gives 0 to 1.25. Then which area we need to find it? Then අපිට ඕනේ එක හම්බුණාද? We need to find out this area. How we find it? 0.5 minus 0.3944. Why? Why we take the 0.5? It is a symmetric one. Then this part is equal to the 0.5. Okay? If you want to make a symmetric, make a කොටස 0.5. Then we take 0.5, then remove this probability value. Understood? Then what is the answer? Then probability of x greater than to the 55 is equal to the 0.1056. This is the probability value. Understood? Then probability is 0.1056 when the x value is greater than to the 55. It's clear? This is the probability value. Then question asks, what is the percentage value? How we convert it? Now we have the probability value. No? Make a probability value. How we convert into the percentage? How we convert? කොහොමද කරන්නේ 100% වලට convert කරන්නේ කොහොමද? This amount is multiplied by 100. What is the percentage value? 10.56. It means 10.56% of the people exceed the 55 kilograms. That is the explanation. It's here. It's now clear how we calculate the probability value using the set table and the normal curve. Then read the question number 1. Okay. Then you will need to write all the steps. Okay. Then first read the question number 1. Then first write what is the variable in here. Then write the distribution. Okay. Do that one. First 2 points you can see. What's it up? You have the element access or not? In here, the mean lifetime of 60-watt bulbs produced by a company is 200 hours, and it is also known that the standard deviation is 20 hours. Okay? Then what is the random variable in here? What is random variable in this question? Lifetime of a bulb. Then we can say X is the lifetime. Okay, then question says X is normally distributed. What is the mu value? What is the mu value in this question? What is the mu value? 200 hours. Then first you need to write down the 200. Then what is the variance? Question says standard deviation. Standard deviation is the 20. Standard deviation is 20. Then what is the variance? What is the variance? 20 square. Why? Variance is the square value of the standard deviation. Then we write in here 20 square. Right? Variance is the parameter, not the standard deviation. It's here. Our variance is the parameter. Then we can write 20 square. It's there. Okay. Then what is the question asked? Between 180 hours and 210 hours. Okay, then what is the probability? The lifetime between 180 hours and 210 hours. Then how we write it? The probability of the X value in between 180 and the 210. Okay, then we write in here X in between 180 and the 210. It means X value is greater than to the 180, less than to the 210. Then after between after X years what that is here in the exam you cannot write this way, then you write okay the probability in between 180 and the 200. Okay. After that we draw the normal curve. This axis is X, lifetime. The middle point represents the what? Mean value. And then here what is the mean value? 200. Okay. Then 180 here. Less than the 200. Then here 180, 210 is there. It's here 180 and 210. Then between, it means what? Which area? Okay. Then next step what? Convert all the value to the Z. Then what is the Z value of 200? 0. Why? Mean value is 200. Now then see. Then we need to convert 180 and 210 to the Z value. How we convert it? How we convert? Using the formula. Okay, then here, how we find it? Z equal X. What is the X value? 180 minus mean value 200 divided by standard deviation. What is the standard deviation? 20. 20 square is the variance. Here we need to write down the standard deviation. Remember, okay? Parameter is the variance, but here we need to write down the standard deviation. Then what is the answer? Minus 1. Okay, then why? This value is in the left hand side of the 0. Then we got the negative value. Then we need to convert 210. We convert it here, Z value. 210 minus mean value divided by standard deviation. Plus 0.5. It's here. Then using the normal, Z table. We remember, okay, Z value is minus 1 and 0.5. Then first we take 1. Minus 1. Then first we take this one. 1. Now we need to consider about the sign in here. Z table, there is no any positive and negative sign. Then first value is 1. Then what is the, looking at the table and tell me, where is the 1? 1 now it means 1.00. Decimal place 0, it means what? 1.0. Then here also say what is the probability value? 0.3413. It's here. Then okay. Then here 0.3413. Then which area is that? 0 to -1. It's clear? We find out the probability value when the z equal 1. The probability it gives the 0 to this 0.3413. It's clear? Then one side is okay now. We got the probability. Okay? Then 0.5. Find out where is the 0.5. Where is the 0.5? Here. Second decimal place is not there. Second decimal place is not. Then it means 0. Then what is the answer? 0.1915. Binduwa decimal paha විතරනේ තියෙන්නේ. First digit එක 0, first decimal place එක 5. Second decimal place එකක් නැහැ. It means 0. 0.500. It's clear? 1915. It gives what? 0 to 0.5. ඒකේ මොකද දෙන්නේ අපිට? බිඳුවේ ඉඳලා 0.5 වෙනකම් 0 to 0.5 වෙනකම් තියෙන probability. ඒක. It's clear? Then it means this way. 0.1915. Understood? Now we find the two areas separately. Then question asks total area. Then how we get it? Add them together. Then 180. 10 is equal to this 0.3413 plus 0.1915. It's clear? (0.5328). Clear? Then question asks write down the probability value. This is the final answer. Question asks the percentage value. You multiply by the 100. Then try second one. Question number 1, part 2. You will try. Question number 1, part 2. Greater than 230 hours. Greater than 230 hours. Fix it. Indian citizen. Indian citizen. Ani made figure our citizen. Check cut कराने दे ऐसे ही कौन है In first one, they define the x and the distribution. Don't need to write every question. Question number 1 part 2. Everything make continue में अगर एक अब question एक एक बार Now greater than 230. Then it means what? Probability of x is greater than 230. It's clear? Then the lifetime is greater than the 230. Then we draw the normal curve. Now need to define again x and the distribution. Okay? Then the x, this is the 200, 230 is there. Okay? Then greater than, then it means this way. It's clear? Then next step we convert all the values to the z. Okay? And then here 0. Then you need to find the value of this. How we convert it? 230 minus 80. Mean value 200. Then the value is 20. No? 20. What is z value? 1.5. Okay. Then find in the where is the 1.5 in the z table. It's a table. Where is the 1.5? 1.5 is 1.50. Then 1.5, there is a 0. What is the answer? 0.4332. Okay? It means 0 to 1.5. It's clear? Then it gives the 0 to 1.5. Then this area 0.4332. It's clear? Why? This probability value corresponds to 1.5. It gives 0 to 1.5. එයාලා හැමතිස්සම probability එක දෙන්නේ බිඳුවේ ඉඳලා අපි හොයන exact value එක දෙන්න. Clear? Then we need to find out this area. How we find it? 0.5 minus 0.433. Okay, then what is the probability? What is the probability? 0.066. And then as percentage 6.68%. It's clear? Okay, then you go to it, then the next day we will discuss all other questions in there. Okay, then after that we will start the next. Now clear? Then the next remaining questions, there are some questions regarding find out the mu, find out the standard deviation. Equation for the probability and the mean, how can I say over? Then practically, if not even have some mean, standard deviation, probability. ඒ වගේ ටයිප්ස් තියෙන එක මේ බේසික් දේවල් ටික පොඩ්ඩක් go through කරගෙන next week class එකට එන්න තියෙනවා. Okay? Thank you. If you have any questions, ask from me, okay? No questions?